The price of gold is at a very critical area of resistance, as you can see at this very point. But one thing very interesting here is the fact that Goldman Sachs, head of commodity and research, is looking at something crazy into 2026 on gold. That means he's looking at something crazy all the way to the upside. They are expecting gold to do up to 20% from where it is right now all the way to the upside into 2026. And these are based on some obvious reasons. But on this very price action, I am looking at something very different, especially if you come to the 1 week chart, which I'm going to be discussing with you in this very video. But first of all, if I take a look at this, you discover that the market is going to pump upward. But let's look at what Goldman Sachs head of research have to say about the price of gold from this point where it is right now, moving all the way to the upside and the percentage price increase that they are expecting.
Are you still bullish gold here?
Yes, we look for nearly 20% of additional price upside by the end of 26, with our forecast at $4,900 per troy ounce by the end of 26. Not as fast as this year. We're up almost 60% year to date. But the two drivers of the 25 rally, we think will be repeated in 26. Number one, structurally higher central bank purchases. Since the freezing of Russia's central bank reserves in 2022, EM reserve managers got this big wake-up call that they need to diversify into gold, which is the only truly safe asset once you hold it in your domestic vaults. And second, Fed cuts. Fed cuts, because gold is a non-yielding asset, tend to attract inflows into the gold ETF market. And with our economists' forecast that you see 75 basis points more of Fed cuts, we get support both from central bank buying and from private investors.
It wasn't that long ago that people were talking about the great debasement trade that was going through, that investors were reallocating away from the USD into other safe havens. A lot of that money found its way to gold. The dollar has been supported in the last month. It's actually regaining ground again. How does that impact that thesis, that part of the market?
So I would think of a potential broadening in this diversification theme, which currently is quite restricted to central banks. But if that were to broaden to private sector investors, it would cause further upside to already bullish gold price forecast. I think the key intuition for the size of this price upside from private sector diversification is that the gold market is relatively small. If you look at global gold ETFs, they are about 70 times smaller than the value of the US Treasury market. So you only need a relatively small diversification step out of, for instance, global bond markets to cause significant upside to the gold price. So it's another reason why gold is our favorite long commodity recommendation. You have significant upside in the base case, and in scenarios where markets may perform less well, perhaps concerns about the fiscal trajectory or questions about Fed independence, I think gold would do even better than in the already attractive base case.
All right, so you see the projection, but I have something very different right here. In my opinion, I am not expecting gold to do that much in 2026. And if you see that, the reason they are looking at is because, number one, gold is a very good asset when you want to hedge against inflation. And that is very correct. But from my standpoint, based on this very data right here on the 1 week chart, I am looking at the market move obviously in 2026 into $5K. That is the max. And then we're going to see significant correction on the price of gold all the way to the upside. Now, very importantly, one important thing you need to understand here is the fact that gold can just move a little bit upward into this very area of 4,600 and begin to come back down significantly, because that is what I am personally expecting. Or we see the market move upward into this very area of $5,000 and then begin to come back down for significant retracement as well. So either way, either the market move into this very level of $4,600 or it move into this area of $5,000, I am expecting the market to come back down with a good retracement into 2026. What that means is I am not expecting crazy drop on the price of gold immediately, but it's going to happen in 2026. That means I'm not expecting crazy pump in 2026. However, market should move a little bit and then begin to come back to the downside. That is what I'm expecting right now on the price of gold from this moment moving forward. And if you look at what is going on right now on the 1-day chart, it is covered that the 1-day chart is not that very boring. Market is moving upward as expected, but I believe that the market in the coming days is going to make significant move into this very area and then come back down. I'm not expecting a crazy move above this very point of important resistance at this very area. Just a little move upward and then market should come back down, and that is very, very important. Pay attention to this because this is very, very important on the price of gold right here. And on the immediate short term, that is on the 4 hours chart, it is covered that the 4 hour chart right here is at this very point of resistance at this very area, which means the market has resumed on Monday. It is covered that the market can have some good rejection from this very point of resistance right at this very area before the next move to the downside, or we can see the market push up a little bit to grab liquidity from this very area, and then market will begin to move down before the next push to the upside on the 4 hours chart gold USD. And this is very, very important, and you need to pay attention to this. Coming back to USDJPY, if you look at the structure of USDJPY on the 4 hours chart right now, it's not looking that bad because market consolidated almost throughout the week, and this is very, very important. If you look at the week started around this very area, okay, so the week started around this very area on Monday, okay, and then markets move into this very point. So you discover that throughout this very period, the market did not really move up or down. And one important thing I want to deduce from this very price action is the fact that if we see the market break out on this very level of support right here, I'll be very sure that the market is going to come back down, okay? And that is what I've been expecting. I was expecting that the market come upward into this very area, and then we should see a sell pressure from here to the downside. Now, since the market did not move into this very area and the market consolidated within this very point, what that also means is that if we break here, then I'll be expecting the market to come back down significantly into this very area of 154.45. And this is what I am now paying attention to right now on the 4 hours chart from this point moving forward on the price of USDJPY. And if you look at the 1-day chart, it is called that the 1-day chart for me looks very, very good. We are still in a very good uptrend, but I still need the market to come back down for significant retracement, because if you look at the way the market has been moving from this very area, market moved upward, and then we see this retracement to the downside. Market move upward, little retracement, market move upward, then retracement again. So I believe that this retracement have not come to an end, and that we should further see the market come back down a little bit, okay, into this very point before any further move to the upside. So what I'm expecting on the 1-day charts USDJPY is this retracement to further continue to the downside into this very point before any move to the upside. And that is why I want to take advantage of this very move coming back to the downside for retracement on the 4 hours chart, and I'll be taking a trade on the Telegram channel from this very point. If we see a breakout here, I'll be expecting that the market come back down, and that would be a sell position. So if you want to join that very trade, join with the link in the description. Join the Telegram channel, link in the description of this very video, and also in the pinned comment. It is a free Telegram channel that you also receive many more updates, chart analysis, and signal. And if you are new to this channel, please consider supporting this channel by leaving a like for this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on the bell notification for more Forex videos like this one. Also check the channel for other Forex content. If you want to watch my other content on the channel, check the video out. It's going to help you greatly, and check this video out as well. It's going to help you too. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.